Master Garnrin? Thank the gods you are here. We need your help. Wait, what is that you just conjured? Adicia asked, unable to comprehend the ball of light in Garnrin's hand. It was rotating in place, scarcely above his hand, crackling with lightning. It was like the fireball she had learned to craft, but the energy emanating from the ball was far more powerful than anything she had ever seen before. It startled her. She had only read of such magic in the ancient tomes they had been given. It looks like the energy balls that are described in the texts the elves gave us. Get out of here. You are not welcome here. You haven't the talent or the knowledge to be here. This is a simple energy ball that any first-year apprentice should be able to create with ease. And any second-year apprentice would be able to direct it toward and eliminate any target within eyesight. This is the primary defense of any sorcerer of the light, you simple fools. You deserve to be sent back to your homes, not to be here, taking my young ones from me to go to the very towers that have elected such an ignorant being as luminary. Garnrin snarled at her. But Adicia stuttered at the shock of his greeting. Regaining her courage, she stubbornly set her chin in the air and started again, more strongly this time. Master Garnrin, we have the use of lightning strikes and shields of air, and although it has only recently been brought to our attention that we are lacking in all of the formal training you've received, we are the tower leadership. We have traveled across the realm, been attacked repeatedly by ruffians and magical rogues, and scoured the countryside to find you. We have done this not because we were bored, but because the realm needs you. We need you. What on Terra Grun are you talking about? Magical rogues? What of the unbreakable oaths of those who leave the towers? The oaths to not harm and not use magic for anything less than self-defense. What of stripping the powers of those who leave and would not take those oaths? Lexandor cut in. The only way that the Isle of Wisdom is able to fulfill the will of the gods and protect Athanasia is by ensuring that there are no enemies of the gods of light roaming our lands. Anyone not willing to take the oaths when they leave the isle is a traitor and enemy of the gods of light. Yes, and that was what I told you more than 50 years ago when I asked to become a member of this community. You didn't believe that the tower leaders would ever fall so far from the grace of the gods that they would turn their back on the gifts the gods had bestowed upon them, or some such nonsense, Garnrin replied, scowling at Lexandor. Turning his attention back to the group who had waited so eagerly for his arrival, he said bitterly, It seems that now you want something from me? I don't believe leaders of the Isle of Wisdom with almost no magical knowledge that you have any right to ask for and much less expect my cooperation. Master Garnrin, over the last few moons, my friends and I have journeyed across the realm in search of you. We were hoping you'd help train the children with the old magic. Over these last few moons, I have learned that not only was I promoted to luminary to be nothing more than a puppet to the Mahatma, but that the towers no longer resemble anything like what they were intended to be, and subsequently are so weak that they couldn't defend themselves from a large non-magical army, much less any magical opposition. In fact, the war with Buxton and Garbetto was a good example of how unprepared for a magical threat we are. It took us the better part of a year to get them under control, and they weren't even using magic against us. It was all we could do to get them under control, and we had help from most of the Athanasian kingdoms fighting with us.